Mission accomplished.
All for the pictures. Come you help her.
No, no, no.
I want to do that. Wait,
Shujoy, my beloved, in your grief, I shall fill your heart with courage and strength. In your happiness, I shall rejoice. I promise you that I will please you always with sweet words and take care of the family and children. And you shall love me and me alone as your wife. As you finish the third step, Shujoy says,
Yashvi, my beloved, now you have walked 3 steps with me. By the virtue of this, our wealth and prosperity are going to grow. I shall look upon other women as my sisters. Together, we will educate our children and make them live long. Yashvi says,
Shujoy, my love, I will love you with single-minded devotion as my husband. I will treat all other men as my brothers.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were
रात बराती कंधा कोठे टप टप के जाना तू सौखा समझे लगिया दौड़ निभाना रात बराती कंधा कोठे टप टप के जाना और रात बराती कंधा कोठे टप टप के जाना तू सौखा समझे लगिया दौड़ निभाना तू सौखा समझे लगिया दौड़ निभाना ओ आशिक दिल की टशन पुरानी कहते ज्ञानी इश्क से आपा आग जवानी चली गई तो फिर नहीं आनी कुड़ी बेगानी रहने दे जीना सीधा साधा
मैं बनी तेरी राधा मैंने सखियों से अखियों में रखना है तुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी राधा तूने सपनों तड़पनों में रखना है मुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी राधा.
Make some noise for our bride and groom.
'Cause we don't wanna grow up. We just wanna be young. Play and make believe. Come and rescue me. Feel the sun on my skin and scream. We don't wanna grow up. We just wanna have fun. Wild and free. Baby, we could dream farther than our eyes have ever seen. I don't wanna grow up.
Happy wedding. Happy wedding.
Sujoy was 4 years old and we were in Irma campus at Anand, Gujarat. Irma, yay!
So it was evening and I had come back from work, had a cup of tea and was watching television. When apparently Sujoy left with the cricket bat was already getting dark. And then I later see my wife, Jayati, running after me and dragging me back with the scholar. I said, what happened? He said, what, you didn't see? Why would we take the bag out? We didn't see that. Play. He's 4 years old. So, and then I learned the backstory. There was this older boy who had a fight with him. And Sujay was just taking the bag as part of the discussion. So, ever since we have been pretty concerned or pretty wondering, should Sujay marry the chili? Who would calm him down? and then it was Yashvi. And here is the story. The story is that we had all gone for the first time in meeting Yashvi, and we had gone for a birthday dinner for Sujoy. We went to the restaurant, and then after getting there, Sujoy said, I don't like this. We need to get to a better place. I can't have my birthday in this restaurant. So I said, okay. And then Yashvi took charge, and it was absolutely easy. They found another restaurant. The evening was just delightful, and everything was cool, you know. It is at that point we realized that Yashvi was the calming influence we have always been looking for.
We are so glad that you all have come here and given all the blessings and good wishes to our children. And you know them, that they all have come and made it just because of you. You know, it is said, when two people have to meet, the whole universe starts working. This is our universe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for making our life so beautiful today, and I'm very happy for you both. So Joy, you are always welcome in our family. You know that. So, as the daughter of your family, you are the son which I never had. You know that.
Thank you so much for everyone for being here. We have people all the way from Africa to Australia, from far and near, that have come here to share this incredible moment and incredible night with me and my wife. I want to start by acknowledging a few very critical people in the room and I want to make please give them your attention. I keep saying that. First and foremost, from the Parikh family, our Nani, our dear Nani, has come from Mumbai.
Nani, uba thao. Uba thai jao. Uba thao. Sorry, God.
This is a very important woman in our lives. Nani has come all the way from Mumbai, and if there's one person that Yashvi reminds me of the most, it's this woman. She is completely always energetic, has a positive outlook, and always is a fighter. And we are so grateful that she's here with us tonight. I want to also point out the two most important people four most important people that have really set the stage for us in our entire lives, which is really parents.
Ma and Baba.
Mummy and Papa. And you know what? The things that are very common with me and Yashvi are, there's a lot of things. We went to the same college. We've done a lot of different things across our lives, been to a lot of the same cities. But what it really holds us together, what combined us, and what makes us really, really similar to each other are the ways we grew up and the parents that we had. I really do believe my Papa and my Baba both are probably the hardest working men I know. And they have set the stage for the bar that needs to be reached, and that just exists. And our mothers have just given us bountiful of love and have done it in such a way at every moment of our lives that we have been able to find each other. And without you two, the four of you, the amount of work, the amount of effort, and the love you've given us, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't have found each other, nor would we have fallen in love. So thank you. You know, for tonight, Yashvi has been thinking about this moment since she was like 6. I have been thinking about this moment this morning. It became really real for me when the horse showed up. I realized things were really getting serious. But as you can tell, a lot of effort has been put into tonight. And there's one person, my favorite sister, of all three, actually, of all three.
Arsha, you're still my favorite.
My favorite sister of all three, Ayushi. Ayushi, I want to give a little story. When we first started, we had our proposal, and we were talking about the wedding, and we were talking about tonight and how important this was for us. We came up with the name Royal Shadi, which is a play on words with my last name and Yashvi's last name. And the idea is it's a royal wedding. But we had competition. And so there was another royal wedding that happened earlier in the summer. And Ayushi was very set from the get-go that she was going to give the House of Windsor a run for their money. And boy, did she. Can we hear it for Ayushi? Ayushi, stand up! Stand up! I want to take a time to thank my other sisters, Arsha, my Didis, Tupai, and Mitu, that have put so much effort and time and love into making sure our nights were special in the last 2 nights. I thank you all for your presence, and I thank you for all your love. Finally, I want to leave you guys with a little bit of thought. You know, over the last few months, since we got engaged, I've been talking and getting advice from a lot of married men. And they have a lot to say. But I found something very interesting about talking to married men versus my friends that are single. A lot of differences. But one of the key differences was I always got this aura that married men felt like they were had more wisdom. So all of a sudden, everyone became, a real philosopher, of life. It was almost like when you got married, you immediately became more wiser. And I believe that's happening to me right now. You just know more about the world than you really wanted to in the first place. But, in their wisdom, I was looking at all the married men around me, and I was thinking about why we're really doing this tonight. What is the point of all this? The point of me and Yashvi getting married, and the point of our love, and the point of me, but the most important thing that I really saw in Yashvi throughout our journey together. We've gone through a lot of ups and downs, but what was really important for me, for Yashvi at least, was the immediate and natural nature Yashvi has to being family, right? We all have friends here and we all have family here. We can not choose our family. we can choose our friends, but there's one family member you get to choose, and that's your spouse. And when I was thinking about who I would want to marry, the kind of person I would want to marry, Yashvi always stuck out because she always was family. She just knows how to be family. Some people know really well how to be a good friend. Some people know how to be a really good son. But how do you just overall know how to just be family? I'll give you a great story. Just a few weeks ago, unfortunately, my own grandmother could not be here tonight. She is no longer with us. And I heard this news from my parents a few weeks ago in the morning. And it was pretty devastating. And so I took it in and I told Yashvi about it. And, this is one of those moments that reminded me of how special she is to me. Without even thinking about it, without even putting it a second thought, she was already typing the letter or an email to her coworkers, letting them know that she won't be coming into work today. She told me that I wasn't going to go to work that day. And she made sure that there was already transportation ready for us to head home to Connecticut to be with our family. In retrospect, that seems very obvious. But in that moment, it did not. And in that moment when I saw her just go execute through this, I realized that, today is just a formality. She was always my family. And for that, I love you, and I can't say enough.
But today, Dida is looking down on us, and she's giving us all her blessings. And I am just so glad that a few months ago, we had the opportunity to go to India together, and I met her. And she's a wonderful woman, and I'm so glad I got to meet her.
Talking about wisdom, one of the main things I found very common among all married men, raise of hands, how many people are married here? A lot. Ask them this question, I'm telling you, it's going to be unanimous. Almost every married man that I talked to, had one thing very simple to tell me. They had one thing very simple. They were like, Sujoy, listen, no matter what you say, it doesn't matter. At the end of the night, it is your wife who will have the last word. So, I will heed their advice tonight, and I'll let my wife have the last word.
In the last 5 years I've known you, you have been the most supportive, most loving person. And I know from now to the rest of our life, you have my back, and you're there. All right. You know what? It's time for the party to start. So everyone, up on your feet. Let's get to the dance floor. Let's start dancing. But cheers to a wonderful night. Everyone raise your glasses.
Let's get this party started!